Are we recording? Can we start? Okay. I'd like to say fast. Welcome to another episode of whatever this is. We hope you enjoy it. I'm Poseidon. This is Adam. And on the turntables, we got Pantelis. And I wanted to start off the episode by saying, Adam, because I rewatched some of the stuff, but I cringe while rewatching. And I realized I do yell quite a bit at you.
But it's not for being mean-spirited.
No, it's not for being mean-spirited, but you also pull out this ugly side of me. And I was watching, and I didn't like myself. And I wanted to start off by saying I'm going to try not to yell at you, but then you started with nonsense today, and I already want to yell at you.
That was pretty nonsensical, yeah.
How you been? How was your week, Adam?
How was your week, Adam, as the host of Canada's 61st improv podcast in the rankings? You are on iTunes number 61.
It's been good. I don't care if we're 161 or 61. It's been good regardless of the number.
I don't care, he says. He literally is the only person here that cares about the rankings. And he just said, I don't care. You are someone that needs to be strangled.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, I wonder how fair it would be for you guys to concede that I'm coming forward on a voluntary basis and saying that maybe my logic kind of needs to be retweaked. I need to understand. I need to get a better grasp of certain issues and certain principles, okay? That way I didn't have to embarrass
Bro,
myself.
you're 46. It's too late, bro.
It's never too late, Adam. Don't listen to him.
I also wanted to make just a suggestion. I don't know how long ago it was, but it was maybe, let's say, 4 or 5 podcasts ago, where you guys actually focused on an aspect of me where you guys kind of inquired, what does Adam like? What are Adam's values? What is he interested in?
Yep.
I was wondering if we'd be willing to go down that direction.
Oh, the fuck we are. What do you want to talk about? What are you interested in?
Well, let me tell you what the predominant thought in my brain is on that. Now,
The steam engine.
I don't want to pretend that I'm Dr. Adam, the next budding psychologist in Montreal.
Dr.
However,
Adam.
I can tell you that, let's say that I've learned, there's been a revelation that's been going on. That revelation entails the fact that a person needs to have what's known as an adequate amount of self-dignity, self-respect, and self-worth and self-confidence.
No way.
Yeah, where does this come in? How did you're 50 years old. How did this just come into your head?
Okay, it's been there, but somehow I never made a link with that and the show. I never made a link with that and me coming with that subject on the show.
What?
Okay, you understand that this show may take an hour, right? How many hours are there in a week? 20, whatever, 100 and something hours, right?
At least 50 hours.
You guys have no way of knowing if this is a predominant thought when I'm not on the air. Maybe that might make a little bit sense. Where did this thought come from? It's been in my mind, but it's just never been in my mind in conjunction with the show.
We actually think you have 0 predominant thoughts off the air. Anyway, so how was your week? What misadventures did you get in? Did you get a job? Did you go job hunting?
Still looking.
Did you go gambling? Did you get into an altercation? We want to know the juice. Did somebody annoy you at the Tim Hortons?
The reason that I'm not deviating from the answer, but the reason someone like Pantelis there's people like Pantelis that are better off at answering that because he's more creative. I don't pay attention to what somebody tells me at Tim Hortons. I order my meal, I pay, and I go. You know what
creative?
I mean?
He literally asked you like the most direct question ever.
Did anybody annoy him? No.
There was nothing creative about that. I didn't ask you to come up with a fucking story like Game of Thrones or fucking Star Wars, bro.
Okay, your point is, how about this? Some people I think this might make some sense. Some people kind of store in the back of their minds, there was this really annoying person, or I don't know, someone who was dressed really poorly, I don't know. And, and it's stuck in my memory bank. Those kinds of things don't stick in my memory bank.
But that's what I'm asking. Yeah. What sticks in your memory? Like, I'm not saying it has to be somebody that annoyed you. I'm using that as an example.
I know what you're saying.
It could be anything. Like, what stuck out to you during the week? Like, why can't you answer
a simple question?
You're not paralleling that with being creative?
Stop deviating. What happened to you this week is all he's asking you.
You're talking about your week. You're not. Yeah. I'm not asking you to come up with a lie.
No, it's true. It's true.
What'd you do this week? Why are you getting personal?
All right. I'm thinking.
Okay,
there's such a thing as I have to.
How many times did you masturbate?
Yeah, something like that, like a general question. Don't go personal.
You're okay. That's
if I had to guess, you wanted to 7, but you did it twice.
Oh, I was gonna say 3.
I'll tell you what.
Say 3.
Here's a good answer. Is there such a thing in life as a standard answer? And I said this last podcast. I'm not Joe Rogan, and I can't fucking just get on a private jet and go to Toronto for a day. So
Yeah,
I
Joe
live a
Rogan.
very
Hold
humble
on, before we
life.
continue, that's good that you brought that up because one of Joe Rogan's favorite activities is to hop on a jet and go to Toronto for the day.
That's Drake's favorite
Good for
activity.
him. For him. My point is, it's okay. The word bland is a good word, which comes to mind. There wasn't really anything special, which I did. You know, I mean, what do you want me to tell you? I bought a bus pass.
There you go.
I went and saw my mother. And,
What?
you know,
That's huge.
Yeah,
How
how's
was
she
she?
doing?
doing fine.
Did she yell at you?
She referred to you as a disappointment.
No.
Good.
No.
That's progress,
That's
my friend.
positive, yeah.
Yeah.
You see, like that's what we're asking. Just simple, like how was your week and shit.
Well, there's a chance I might get a job as a driver for Uber Eats.
There we go. It's true. And that makes everyone happy except for the customers. Everyone else is super excited. The fans are happy. We should strap a GoPro onto you,
Oh, dude, the gold.
right?
How about if I may get some of the other people in this room to tell me what they did this week?
All right. Poseidon, well, how was your week?
I don't know, bro. I can't come up with any stories. Why are you asking me? Why are you asking me what I did this week, bro?
Okay, guys.
I can tell you what happened today. I was at the gym and I got a call from an Indian scammer,
Oh, we both get Indian scam calls at the same
and
time.
I'm perfecting my feminine voice.
Yeah. If there's something about you that I know well is that you're often mistaken for a woman.
Over the phone, yes. I basically.
What
I
did
go-
the scam entail?
I go, hello, how are you? Like that, like a very like squeaky voice. Oh, and then it gave it away when he goes, what did he say? Your delivery has been compromised or whatever.
Yeah, that's what they say.
And then
your delivery's been compromised, your number's been
And then
compromised.
and then what gave it away? I go, oh no, like that, and it gave it away. He just hung up, bro. Or another thing, you know what I found out that gets them angry, bro? Is let's say he goes, hello, I'm Mark, and he go, oh, so you're the guy from last night. You just go full gay with them. They get so mad. They start insulting you.
Are you telling me the man who shoved a rubber fist up my anus was gay?
Oh, guys, I have a very interesting story which I would like to hear with you guys.
Oh, it's
on the
about
subject
time.
of scams. So I was watching a video. I don't remember if it was YouTube or one of those platforms. I'm very serious, guys, and fans' jaws might drop right now. Okay,
Uh-oh.
and I'll tell the story as it was on the video. All right. North Dakota, some remote farming town. I don't remember which one it is. That doesn't matter. A guy from Jamaica calls up this woman and tells her, ma'am, you've won $19 million and we need you to send us, this is the shocking part, there's no joke about this, a total of $267,000. You know, you have to pay the fees, you have to pay this, you have to pay that. Luckily, she had lost a lot of money. She had wanted to go to the bank and mortgage her tractor as a farmer, right? And because obviously her banker had a conscience, she contacted her son and said, do you know what your mother's doing? And then they had a family meeting, and then she basically brought in some TV crew and said these pieces of shit. And this might be the only part of the story that's funny. She had to let's say she had to give $250,000. The last $5,000, she said, I'm not giving it to you. And then they started threatening her life, and like these guys are bad news. Furthermore, they have been working, the U.S. government, together with the Jamaican government to bring these people to justice. And there was a story that the person got nailed, got a 20-year sentence. Good for that person, eh? What a piece of shit. And $1 billion, I remember this number. Scammers of this type have been benefiting from taking $1 billion in total from all their victims. So that's sad.
Which part of this was going to drop our jaws? What the hell are you talking about?
I just told you.
It's the first time you hear about this shit.
Not to that extent. Okay, thousands of dollars, $250,000. The poor
Sometimes
woman.
I feel like he's been in like a pod. He's from the past.
And sometimes I feel like he scammed us into being on this podcast. Like,
Maybe.
that's what I feel.
So, guys, the only conclusion I can draw is you guys don't seem to have a much. My face froze when I saw that kind of money. And I got news for you. It's another country. It's kind of hard to prosecute someone from another country.
Yeah, because you know what you should do? Send a bunch of Nigerians $250,000.
She could have just hung up. You don't think so? You don't think?
Well, it's sad that
hold
there are
on.
nice people in this world.
Hold on.
she
Did
was a
that?
trusting person.
Oh, for fuck's sake! What
Yes.
in that? What? Fuck! I don't know how to phrase this, bro. And I'm trying not to yell.
What have I learned?
No.
No.
What makes sense to you that you would have to give $267,000 for $19 million? Does that make sense to you?
It doesn't. But I would have felt just as sorry for if it was only $20,000. People do
Okay,
this
again,
are
because
pieces of
you're an
shit.
idiot. It doesn't make any sense that if they have that much money, they would just use that portion of it, keep 200,000
Exactly.
and give you the rest. If they ask you to pay, it's so suspicious. Like, look, at some point, yeah, you feel bad, but it's her fault. She's an adult
Oh, I
woman.
see
It's
your
her fault.
point. Yeah.
So hold on,
All right.
but
You guys,
can
that's
I
a very
address
valid point.
the
If they
ner-
hacked in, if they broke into her stuff,
That's a different story.
different story. But that's not what happened.
But you know the gall on these Jamaicans, they managed to steal $262,000 from her, and they still wanted the last 5,000.
That was part of the
Yeah,
deal.
that is crazy
was
that
part
they-
of the
like,
deal.
you got free money.
You will be
They
getting
got 262 grand and something like, all right, she caught on, whatever.
Did you see how he just defended him? That was part of the deal. Yeah, there was no deal. They weren't going to give her $19 million, you dickhead.
I know that.
It's part of the deal, he goes. She reneged.
Guys,
Do you ever just feel like grabbing him and ripping the shirt off
I'll
of
tell
him?
you what. Let
Yeah,
me
the
let
shirt that
me, let
you
me
got
make
him.
a statement
Yeah.
which I believe makes sense. Sadly, this is why you guys are intellectuals. You see through this shit.
I'm an intellectual, bro.
The title of the show is satirical, but go on. It's supposed to be ironic.
Okay, are you guys willing to concede that sadly we live in a world where there are people that see things coming from a mile away, and there are people who don't.
Yes.
Sadly, you know, it's a little bit like, well, if you remember how you guys were talking about instincts, or well, my sister says
Or
that a
your
lot.
lack thereof.
Yeah.
I wish
Sadly, everything is different. Oh yeah, we were talking about this. We were talking about a cat. Remember? I was telling you about a cat who's very docile, likes to play with his owner. And there are cats that are like on the street and they hiss at you. That's the first chance they get. That parallel goes with people too. There are people that are trusting.
You're probably wondering how I got this cat.
Anyways, whatever. I once again, it's just my logic that just seems to be different. I just wanted to mention that there are some pieces of shit out there, and I hope the people in this room are willing to. Fine, it matters, but even if it's 5,000, you're a piece of shit. You're a bigger piece of shit because you took more, but you're a piece of shit if you took 5,000. I was hoping we could just reach a consensus to say shame on these guys.
You want us to
Actually, I'm
reach a
impressed.
consensus that there are pieces of shits out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to reach a consensus. They're there.
Okay.
I'm actually quite impressed, I will say, by the Jamaicans because they managed to get 262,000 and they know their shit so well. They're so good at it that they could demand the extra 5,000. You know what I mean? They're so good at what they do that like they weren't worried about causing a ruckus for that extra 5,000. They were like, bro, get our money. Our money.
Even
Crazy.
though it's not their money yet.
Even though it's not their money. I'm actually impressed. I will say, so you know what? No, I don't agree with you. They're not pieces of shit. I'm defending
No, they're
Jamaican
pieces of
scam.
shits, but they're also
there's
more
two
than
ways
just
of looking
Jamaicans.
at it. A woman who was weak, obviously emotionally, and didn't see it coming, made them even bigger.
You mean a
pieces
woman
of
that was
shit.
retarded?
Yeah, this one is her fault. Adam.
Like that's
yeah.
Okay, let me back up a little bit. This is a well-known
it up,
fact.
baby.
Unfortunately, people that are older, this woman could have been in her 70s.
Right.
People that are older,
should be wiser.
yeah, you put it a little bit differently. I was going to say, are become the target of a lot of these scams. You know, it's. What do you want me to tell you?
You know,
Anyway, there's nothing more for me to-
you'd think this is what I find funny too. You'd think older people have been around the block. You know what I mean?
And they have.
But no, it just doesn't. Do you think it's when they start losing their senses a bit?
They get distracted easily.
Yeah, kind of like goldfish. You know what I mean? Like, ooh, 19 million. And like, why do you need 19 million, bro? You're about to die soon, anyways.
No, if I could get it.
But you
I'd
have a
get
house.
it.
You have a house. You have everything.
Yeah, but you could do so much with 19 million.
I know. I'm just fucking around.
Get a lot of Werther's original.
God, how do you find these videos so fast?
What are you
bro?
talking about?
How do you find, bro? You have them at the drop of a hat, bro. It's actually impressive, bro. Even I don't find videos that fast, bro.
My algorithm.
I would like to share some additional stories. Okay, I watch YouTube videos every now and
King
then.
Thong,
I'm sure you guys.
Thong. Adam, turn around. He doesn't know why he's laughing.
That was the best.
know
He
what
was
fun
laughing
is.
while turning.
He doesn't know why he's laughing.
I'm laughing at
He just
something
laughed while he turned around.
laughing
He
at
just
something
saw.
Oh, hey,
By the way,
Yeah.
the woman yesterday that took 10 minutes at the cash register, she had the same color hair, but she was disgusting. She was nothing like this.
So why bring that up? Why ruin a good thing? Now
don't
carry on with your story.
I also well, you know, YouTube has about 100 many different subject matters, but they were talking about
They do, yeah,
You know
there's a
that there's
YouTube
some
video.
cops that find themselves in trouble with the law, and there was this woman, I think it was Orlando or something.
Did you say cops?
Yes, cops.
Okay.
And she was drunk. I think someone hit her, and Anyway, she was charged with drunk driving and
The cop.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's an interesting way of looking at things.
You didn't give us an interesting way of looking at anything. You just gave us the story.
She's suspended until the investigation. Until the outcome of the investigation.
Okay, that's normal.
I guess what I want to say is it's interesting to figure that someone who works in law enforcement would have the gall to get themselves in situations like that.
We're falling under the same thing. This is why all you communists deserve to get killed.
And you use gall wrong.
Because you get killed all the time because of this stupidity.
Cops are supposed to obey the law.
No, they're not. They're human beings.
Well,
If title does not dictate behavior, because you trust the cops, because you trust the government, that's why you keep getting poisoned and killed.
Okay.
Look out for yourselves. The government will not take care of you.
This is not real life. I feel like
But
sometimes.
he's a good representation of the majority of people.
Yeah.
This is why we had laws about wearing a mask in a swimming pool.
Yeah.
All the stuff that you saw in the restaurants, the mask, the vaccine passport, it's all because of him. It's this. This is it. So all you people that are supporting that and we're supporting that, this is a visual representation of all of you together. This is you guys right now.
During the pandemic, let's say you go to the pool, you have
Whatever
to wear
they
a
asked,
mask.
he did.
I didn't go to the pool.
No, but let's say you did.
Oh, sorry. I thought you asked me, did I wear a mask when I went to the pool?
Would you wear a mask if they asked you to?
The reason I'm
That's
going to
a
say
yes.
yes is because if the law...
Right
if
after
the
we
law
had this conversation.
Okay, whoa. I don't like it. Okay, let me give you a good example. There was this bar, actually. You might have heard of it. Gwenda Metro? Near Henry Brasso Metro? It doesn't exist anymore. Okay. I remember when I actually I didn't have the full... I had my vaccinations, but I didn't have it in the form of a thing that you have on your phone. And I just had it in paper form. And the owner there says, you can't come in here because if the inspectors come, I could be fucked. So I didn't like it. But unfortunately, when a law says something, you have to... Otherwise, you start a big war. You start a civil war if you don't obey the law, in a sense.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Let's say the law in Canada realizes we don't have enough resources to go around. Some people might be a little bit hungry, and they tell you, they come up to you and they go, Adam, so far you have contributed 0 to society. And law dictates that, because we're short on food and stuff to feed people, because you've contributed nothing to society, you now have to kill yourself. That's the law, Adam. That's the law. That's the law. Are you going to do it?
Okay.
Answer.
Does the word
look
silly?
At me.
I'm
look
not
at
going
me.
to answer a silly
Look
question.
at me.
That's not a silly
It's
question.
not a
That's
silly question.
communism.
It's already happening. Actually, look at me in the eyes. Answer with a yes or a no, and then of why. I want to understand the why after. So yes or no, please. None of this beating around the bush, please. I'm trying not to yell.
Well, wait a second. You're asking me if I agree with the law? Well, if that's what the
no,
law says...
That's not what I'm asking. Would you abide by the law?
Oh.
And
Are
when it came
you
to
a
that point.
law-abiding
So
citizen?
please clarify. The law says that we're going to kill you because you've contributed 0?
No, you have to kill yourself.
So you
I
have to
have
go
to kill
do...
myself.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
basically go do like the...
I'd go to another country.
That's not... so you wouldn't...
So you wouldn't do it. So the
You're
answer is
asking
no.
me if I'd become suicidal. That's what I'm parallel.
No, you're not suicidal.
You're
It's
helping the
yourself.
country.
It's
You're
for the
following the
betterment.
laws.
It's for the betterment of the country, Adam. It's for the betterment of
I've
the
never
law.
heard something like that in my
it's so we
entire
can-
life.
What?
I've never heard any analogy like that in my
It's not
entire
an analogy.
life.
It actually does happen.
Yeah, it does. We're living.
Let's
it.
not forget made.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, you heard my
and not
answer.
the sexy kind.
No.
You heard my answer.
So you
Your
wouldn't
answer
do
is
it.
you would break the law.
Okay, now why? Why?
Because that is the insanest proposition of a
Really?
life.
That's
Really?
insane.
That's crazy.
You know what? No way. You want
Interesting.
You want to treat this conversation in a silly way? That's your prerogative.
It's not silly
It's not
at
silly.
all. It's
Whole
not silly at
thing-
all.
No, no,
Adam,
no, no,
Adam,
no,
Adam,
no,
listen
no,
to me.
no, no,
Pretend
no,
Adam to me
no.
before.
Listen
I
to
don't want to
me,
lose
Adam.
my cool on you. Listen to me.
Adam,
Okay?
it is a
ahead.
slippery slope. Do you know
ahead.
what most of you cocksuckers do, all you stupid communists?
Go ahead.
You're okay with all the laws, even though you know when they're unjust, because it's not happening to you. And then you let them happen. And then the second it happens to you, now it's a problem. But what you're supposed to do as a real human being is stand up even when it wasn't against you. When, for example, you go and you see a guy trying to get in to buy some food and they go, you can't get in because you don't have a pass. That's when you should have got up and be like, yeah, bro, this is fucking stupid. Let the guy in, let him buy his fucking food. But you don't care because you had your pass. It doesn't matter. But the second it comes to you, now it's a problem.
So hold on, please. There is such a thing in life as you got black, you white, and you got gray areas. Okay, this is ridiculous. I will allow it this time. That's what I would have said if I
Bro,
was.
if I don't kick you out of the fucking studio right the fuck now, I don't know what you fucking asshole. Calm the fuck down, first of all. Okay, it's a real question. It's happening in real time in Canada. There are people that literally they call suicide hotlines saying they're depressed, and they're like, "Have you considered killing yourself?"
So what I do find funny is I saw a guy. There was a video. He's like a lecturer, and he gave an example. He's doing a lecture. I'm going to see if I can find the video, and he wants to teach them a lesson. So he basically tells them. He grabs one random girl. He goes, "You can you do me a favor?" She's like, "Yeah." He goes, "Can you pack up your stuff and leave?" She's like, "What?" She's like, "Just you never come. I never want to see you at any one of my lectures again." And so he goes like, oh, "Okay." She packs up her stuff and leaves, and then continues. He's teaching, and then he goes, "What are laws for?" And people are giving different stuff. And one guy goes, "Justice." He's like, "Oh, just so you guys don't like injustice." Like, exactly. He goes, "Okay." So the girl that I kicked out earlier, was that normal behavior for me to just kick her out, tell her never come back? And they're like, "No." So he's like, "Oh, that was unjust, eh?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So wait, how come none of you fucking said anything or did anything? Since you're here and you're learning about the law and you're all about justice. And they're all looking at him and he goes, "I'll tell you why, because it didn't affect you." He goes, "That's the fucking problem."
Yo.
And that's exactly what we keep seeing.
Yeah.
There he is. Poster
You're the
child.
same type of
You're
people.
the poster child for woke America.
You're the same type of people that back in the day when black people had no rights.
The good old days, call them what they were.
And it was the law. You were the type of people that were like, "That's the law."
Yeah, you were that
that's
person.
The law. I know they're people like everyone else, but that's the law.
Where you had your neighbors like, "Adam, they're human fucking beings. They're not gardening tools." And you're like, "But the law says I don't want to go against the law."
I think I might get a slight round of applause after having said this. Listen carefully. I think I thought it through. There's a little. I hope you might be able to concede. There's somewhat of a logical framework that I used to develop this idea.
Okay.
You guys very well know the government doesn't. They say that they're here to for the better of the people, but they don't, right? The government does what the fuck they want, right? If I was some person with a high amount of authority in our society, I would have these quote unquote pressure groups that would say,
No, forget high amount of authority. You as an individual, Adam, is what we're asking.
I would form fine, but wait, I'm showing you that I'm on the same side as you claiming that it's such a bullshit thing about laws and whatever, the principle. I would form a pressure group that says, "You guys just made a law about me wanting to kill myself because I haven't contributed. It's bullshit. We're gonna form a pressure group that's gonna get that government out of there."
Because it's about you. You're proving the point again. You're gonna form a pressure group when it's about you, but when it's about other people, you're gonna let them die.
And this is Adam trying to pick up a chick. "Hey, girl. Want to join my pressure group?" No pressure.
Yeah, in French, they call me sous pression, le groupe.
You know, this should turn into some kind of a philosophy debate. Eh?
It is. It most certainly is, my fine feather.
That cackle, bro. I can never get used to it. So do you understand what we mean, Adam? You can't just. Sometimes the law. Sometimes some stuff are basic, like don't murder, don't kill, don't rape, don't steal. Stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But
weren't you ever told when you were young, Adam, the main rule: never judge a book by its cover unless
I know
it's
that
Jewish.
expression.
Exactly.
I don't know that last part, but
Well, you gotta read the whole caption.
wait, what? Repeat that? I didn't because I was in my head. Sorry,
Okay.
I didn't hear it at all.
It's okay, focus.
never judge a book by its
Okay.
cover unless it's Jewish.
Oh.
I was repeating
Okay.
what he said.
I mean, it's not. Okay, I have a question for
Anyways,
you. Let's make this more silly, right?
Go
In
ahead.
order to help you with the argument. Let's say tomorrow, Justin Trudeau passes a law by decree. Any man under 5'3" must stand on one leg while out in public, and they must walk around that way. So they have to hop around on one
Good
leg.
laws. Good
Let's
laws.
say-
Thank you, Prime Minister.
Yeah, let's say something as stupid as that. It doesn't hurt anyone. It just forces a certain group of people.
Okay, but what do you want from me? You're telling me you're giving me these unreal scenarios.
Okay, you know what? Let me make it more personal to you. Everyone wearing glasses out in public has to hop around in one leg while they're out in public.
one leg.
On
Okay.
one leg, they have to be on one leg at all times. They're not
How
allowed.
do you
if they
expect
get,
me to
hold on.
react?
If they, wait, I'm getting there.
Yeah.
If they are seen on two legs out in public, anyone wearing glasses,
fine.
It's a fine. And if you are a repeat offender, you are thrown in jail.
Would you hop on one leg?
Would you hop on one leg? You're wearing glasses.
I'm going to repeat my previous answer. I moved to a country where such a law does't exist.
So
No,
okay,
So right now, first of all, you're not even allowed to leave the country because of your criminal record. So right now, this law takes place.
his face.
Yeah.
Did you see his
Yeah,
face?
it's true though.
18
I'd leave and I
emotions.
wouldn't come back.
What do you mean? But you can't
Okay,
leave. They won't.
guys.
What I'm saying is, right now, what he's trying to tell you is the hypothetical. I know it takes at least a 70 IQ for you to understand hypotheticals, but the hypothetical is this is applied tomorrow. You're here.
Fine.
Do you hop on one
I'm
leg?
going to give you a funny answer, but this is my answer.
No, would you hop on one leg?
I would go to a lawyer and
Oh
say,
my God.
Adam is crazy. He's mentally
Adam,
insane. He's left the country.
The law.
I don't care what the law
Adam,
says.
the law
Adam,
says
He's an
tomorrow
idiot.
to
He's
do
an
it. The law
Stop
says
beating around the
tomorrow
bush.
to do it. You're here. You have no doctor. You're here. You're walking the street. A cop sees you.
I get on
Are you
I
hopping
get on a cab. I go to the airport. I buy the first ticket out of the country.
You're not allowed to leave the country.
You can't even
I
buy a
don't
ticket.
care. I'd find a lawyer. Please deal with the courts.
Bro, you can't even afford fucking coffee, bro.
Yeah,
What are you
everything
saying?
you're saying is
What the
insane.
fuck are you saying?
This is a comedy show, right? I don't have to give
No, shut the fuck up,
non-funny
you fucking
answers.
asshole.
But it's good that he's answering like this because he is the embodiment of society.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I even tried to make it more silly for him to
And there was a prior podcast where you guys, I remember something and it was funny and it was serious at the same time. What would you do to get out of having to go to jail? And I said, oh, maybe you got your leg run over on the train. You guys remember there were some scenarios.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Okay. Do you
I
know what
remember
I'm
this.
talking? Thank you. So I'm gonna use the same answers that I used in that prior podcast
Go ahead.
right now. I get on a cab right now. I'd buy the first ticket out of here. Okay.
Okay, it's
Germany,
nice that you
there's
say
how many
that,
different
but you
countries.
realize none of those countries are going to let you in now because you're a convicted felon.
It's only the USA that works that way.
So you're gonna try and go through customs into any other country. You're gonna get flagged for having
Trying
a
to
criminal
run away,
record,
yeah, and trying to
and you
run
think
away.
they're just like,
Not
come,
in Europe.
come.
I don't listen, guys. Okay.
Not in Europe. By the way, so I was speaking to this morning. I was at the cafe, and one of the guys at the cafe, he's Italian, right? And you know, he chills there, works around a bit. I guess you know they hire him for stuff, and he's been to Italy quite a few times. And he tells me Italy is like very chill with like law enforcement. They're very laid back. You know, they mind their own business. They don't really care. It's not like here where they harass you. You know, especially in the United States. But the moment you fuck around, the moment you flagged for one little thing, bro,
They own you.
You're fucked. You're ruined. So telling me Europe is not like that, blah, blah, no, it's bullshit. Some countries, yeah, maybe if you go to France, you know, they'll be like, oh, welcome back.
So you just gave me the answer to where would I go?
No,
Go
but
to
you still
France.
wouldn't make it out of the
Oh my-
country.
you'd go to
That's-
France.
Look at him, bro. He's trying to.
I would
weasel-
change my name to Mohammed and go
I
to
will
France. So I
I
could
will
fit in.
concede that I'm trying to weasel
It's
my
not-
way out of this.
But
the
why?
world is a
Why?
big place. I'll find a place. You want me to address the principle?
You realize
We
that
have
you've been living in a
crazy-
boiler room for 3 years, and you're making it seem like, yeah, I'm a cultured man, I'm a traveler. The world is a giant place outside of my boiler room.
You know, it makes me a little bit upset that he's like this, but also it makes me sad for the state of the world. You know,
I'm just going to say something, my son. I saw you stare at the King Fong event and lick your lips.
who?
What
Him?
a sight. Yeah, I just saw it, and it was amazing. So anyone watching, they just see him smack that tongue around his lips. And then we cut to asses. It was incredible. Adam, how do you like them? Do you like them like that, where they're ass out, or when they're hiding something like the lady coming down right now? You prefer hiding it a bit, leaving something to the imagination?
I gotta give that some thought.
I prefer a little bit of mystery, like
too.
when you pull her skirt down and a dick pops out.
That's
you
a
know?
good. That's a murder mystery.
That's funny. Speaking of gay shit, did you did you see? You know the live streamer called Sketch, the autistic guy.
No.
So apparently he's being exposed now for doing gay OnlyFans porn,
What makes it gay?
and the internet is like, he's literally sucking dick on camera.
Oh, so it's not only for the fans.
It's OnlyFans on OnlyFans,
Okay.
the website.
And he's blowing dudes.
And he's blowing dudes, and
So
apparently,
hold on, I just want to understand something. We're not supposed to do that, is what you're saying.
apparently no, because the whole thing. So I gotta give some context because it just makes it look weird. He's a live streamer that's all like this. He's like alpha and shit, and he's like, "Yo, me, I'm from the street. Me, I don't fuck around." And he's always got guns and shit. Yeah. So he's like a badass and shit. And then like it's come out that he's a raging homosexual, and
You could be a badass homosexual.
Yes, but not a closeted badass homosexual.
That's the problem.
That's the
Closet,
problem.
Yeah.
You know, and the internet is up in arms. And I don't understand why the internet is up in arms. I'm confused. I never followed the guy.
I think it's because if he's talking shit about gay people and then he's blowing dudes.
I don't think he was talking shit about gay people. I think he was just like this cool dude, like live streamer playing video games. He was like wisdomous and shit.
Wisdomous.
Yeah.
And now he's less cool because he took a load in the
I've
mouth.
never heard that word in my life. But
Basically, I just made it up right now.
I mean, it is less cool. The truth is, if a dude's taking a load in the mouth, it automatically makes him less cool for some reason. I don't make the rules. It's just like that.
I get it. Personally, I get it, you know, because you don't want to follow a dude.
You think it's like a submissive thing? Like if you're getting cummed in your mouth, it makes you less male.
What the fuck
Hello?
was that ringtone? I think
Hello?
in the male.
Hello?
Hold on.
Foreigner yelling.
Jesus.
I let him in.
Because that can't go wrong.
It is what it is.
I think in the male hierarchy,
Yeah.
there's a select few leaders, and then most other men look up to the leaders, right? And we've seen this throughout history, right? There's the king, then the generals, then the captains, and et cetera, so on and so forth. You see this hierarchy even in today's military structure, whatever. And I think anything that is feminine is
It undermines that.
is physically weak,
Or it seems physically
or it
weak.
seems physically weak, because women are physically weaker than men. This will be the standard going forward. It's always been like that. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that. It is what it is. We're also dumber than them. You know what I mean? Example. I'm giving examples here. So I think. I don't know where I was going with this, bro. I don't know.
You just don't like dudes blowing dudes. is what you're saying.
I lost the script, bro. I lost the script. I dropped it.
But do you think you may have gotten distracted because you were thinking about delicious cocks?
Probably, yeah. But yeah, so apparently the internet is up in arms.
Wait, but they're mad at him because they caught him blowing dudes.
Yeah, and
I understand. Doesn't the internet love gay people? Why are they mad at him?
No, they're mad that he was putting on this persona of like tough guy and shit like that.
But
He's
basically
an
they're saying
alpha.
that gay people can't be tough.
I'm confused. I don't know.
Yeah, so are they.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I saw the internet being up in arms, and I just wrote it as an interesting.
Yeah, they're up in
thing.
arms about everything, so fuck them.
Yeah. Speed was in Greece.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see Speed? And we have
With the Ajax fans.
yeah, and we have beef with him now, huh?
He talks shit about me?
No, you know what he said, bro?
No.
He said the donor is better than the Yito, bro.
Look, I didn't like him before. Okay? Already. But now it's more than just being black.
Now it's personal.
Now it's about talking shit. He does. But he's actually a funny guy. He's just
I actually
fucking around.
like him.
I like him.
I know he's fucking.
He's
around.
just fucking around.
But I like him. There's something very wholesome about him.
We
we
there's
address
something
that?
goofy. Yeah, there's something goofy that I like about him. There's
Like-
something nice. Yeah.
Like if someone were to pop off amongst all these like internet celebrities and all that, I'm glad
it's him.
it's him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there's something so I don't know, so fun about him. Did you see he broke his ankle in where was it? Norway, Switzerland? Where was it?
No.
Netherlands. He was
I
in the
didn't-
Netherlands.
All I know is that there's a sad man right now, right here.
Because he doesn't give a fuck about what we're talking
Oh,
about.
yeah. Swing
I'm
is back in
listening.
town. We have to talk to her maybe next
Yeah,
week.
yeah,
Bring
yeah,
her
yeah,
for the
this was
date.
the date.
I'm listening.
So he broke his. He was doing a live streaming in the Netherlands, and he had to cut it short because what happened was like he did a backflip or he did some move, and he broke his ankle.
That's terrible.
And then, bro, you know what they did to him? They had to escort him out, and the fans were mad that he ended the live stream early because they were all amassed outside the street and everything, and he was like at a window. They started fucking throwing piss at him. They started throwing. They started spitting at him. Are you listening?
Yeah.
They started spitting at him, throwing
Who's this?
piss. They started smacking him. They started grabbing his ankle. They started insulting him like "fuck you" because he ended the live stream early because he got hurt.
Who's this?
Speed.
Oh, that. Oh,
Yeah.
I was thinking Speed the movie. If you don't know, you don't know, right?
Yeah.
Listen-
Those are my talking points for today. I didn't come prepared, but
I would also like to. So look, again, I'm coming forward on a voluntary basis, and I have two witnesses here. Would I possibly? Are you guys willing to concede to me that I'm not too far from the truth when I say that? Okay, so let me start again. You guys made some points, and I wanted to know if I may actually get a little bit of credit or recognition in terms of the fact that I agree with you, but I've done something about it. And since I'm being vague, I'll tell you exactly what it is. I told you guys before about this piece of shit who basically used me and took advantage of me, what have you, right?
I'm gonna flip this table.
There's a reason. I'm trying to tell you guys something about my personal self.
Okay,
There's
you
no
know what?
need
Let
for
him
me to
talk.
go into 10 levels of detail.
Go ahead, sorry.
I saw the guy. I told the guy to get lost. My point is, I
No
was
more
wondering,
fellation for you. I remember this.
I was wondering if I could get a little bit of recognition that says, you know what, Adam? Adam's finally learned how to stand up for himself. You would have probably done that 20 years ago, but so my question is, do you agree with my thought pattern? That's it. Forget who the guy is. Forget what he did.
So you just want us to pat you on the back?
In a manner of speaking.
That's the most retarded thing I've ever heard in my life.
So maybe,
You just want
how
us
about I reverse the equation and say, have you guys ever found yourselves in this kind of trouble where a guy's harassing you, hounding you, acts like, you know?
For acts of fellatio, it hasn't
Forget
happened.
fellatio.
When I walk through the gay
a person
village,
that wants to be
forget-
your friend, you guys are putting too much emphasis on the stuff he did. I'm talking about the principle. Normal people, leave me alone. I don't want anything to do with you. Get lost. Have you guys ever been in situations like that?
I have where people just don't get the hint. You got to either block them or
Okay.
or
Do you
beat 'em.
agree that you deserve? I'll rephrase it. Do you think you should give yourself a pat on the back if you managed to get this guy away from you?
No, you
not
didn't
at
do
all. That's
anything.
insane.
Yeah, that's so weird to think
Why
like
would I
that.
have to need a pat on the back?
I
Why?
got news for you. I slept 10 times better knowing that the guy. Listen, I changed my phone number. The guy basically left me alone. But then I bump into him, and I made it clear I want nothing to do with you. That's not something remotely resembling a wish to want to pat someone on the back. Pat oneself.
But why? What did you do though that is so good?
So look, you asked me this question, and I'll gladly re-answer it. The guy had a grade 10. Oh, it was Sammy, but never mind. The guy had a grade 10 education. All right, he was a bit of a nutcase, right? Normal people, you tell them to leave you alone, they leave you alone.
Normal
right?
people.
Yes. He was thinking, I'll make it up to you. You know, I did you some harm. He kept trying to justify. Don't worry, I will patch up our relationship, our friendship, whatever. He didn't seem to understand that I wasn't interested. Get lost. I want nothing to do with you.
So you weren't interested in the fellation
At the
anymore.
end of the day, forget that, please.
So you weren't interested in
This is a guy who was doing shoplifting, not fellation.
Okay,
I don't know where you got your
shoplifting.
Okay.
No, but he wanted you to fellation to help with the shoplifting.
No,
Basically.
you're talking about a
You
different
sure?
person. Yes.
It has nothing to do with the fellation.
That big thing with the house arrest has nothing to do with it. This
Okay.
is a guy
No, but I'm saying he wasn't trying to get you to fellation or anything
no.
like that. Okay.
He was evasive, I'll admit.
Okay.
Go and drive me to the West Island or some place and come pick me up in an hour. It was it became obvious. But again, we're focusing on irrelevant. I'm talking about the principle.
But
okay?
he fellaced you in the past though, right?
No. Okay. I would like to know what are the terms that most appropriately apply. A guy comes to me and says, would you like to make a little bit of money? Don't worry too much about the details. Just drive me somewhere. It's more taking advantage of the fact that I was too weak to say, I don't know what's going on and no, rather than fellation. Is that?
I mean, that is. I mean, if you have to fellation, then it's
Okay, watch. He would have probably found someone else to drive him
Fellation, yeah.
somewhere.
But you were the weak one and
you
ended up
fellation.
you
What we're
fellation.
saying is you got to be strong and not
fellation
fellation.
with shoplifting, please.
No. Fellation
part of
has
it.
it's a double entendre.
Yeah, it's a double because right now you're telling me that
Fellation is like, you give me money or I'll fucking kick the shit out of you. Or that's fellation. That's extorting
So
somebody.
did he?
He didn't do anything like that. He said, drive me from place to place. Here's X amount of dollars.
How many dollars?
Pick me up in an hour. It varied. Sometimes 50, sometimes 40.
Part of the fellation?
You won't drop that word, will you?
Never.
I have some business to do at this place. Please drive me.
We're gonna
and pick me up
fellation.
in an hour.
Yeah.
No.
Or he's gonna fellation.
Whatever he wanted to do is his business.
Okay,
But don't
but-
mix him
So
and
he
me
did.
and...
So he did the
He
fellation.
did shoplifting. I just told you.
Yeah. So he did the fellation.
Yeah.
Why are you mixing shoplifting? I thought I just told you what fellation is. You give me $2,000 or I'll fucking that
No, that's
extortion.
not it. That's not it.
You're
That's-
going to a store and you're stealing.
Yeah, that's part of
That's
it.
not
yeah.
It's
Fella-
part of
It
fellation.
is.
Yeah.
Part of fellation. Yeah.
It all comes back to fellation.
Fellation play. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Part of the.
By the way,
fellation.
I don't know
So
why.
look at it like a pyramid. You got like fellation up here, and then
Yeah.
you got shoplifting like all the way down here.
But it's all part of like the
Once
fellatio.
again,
yeah,
I'm trying to
universe.
get you guys not to think about what he was doing. I'm trying to get you guys to think of the principle.
But the principle.
Get lost. I want nothing to do with you. I don't like the way you run your life. I don't like the fact that you're a total nutcase and that you won't leave me alone.
And you will no longer fellate
Please
him
stop
or fellate
deviating
for
into
him.
using that
That's all. He
word.
just wants to make sure that you're no longer gonna get suckered into fellation. Oh.
What the fuck was that?
That's a good ringtone.
It is.
This guy's fucking, he's on a rave.
Yeah, he's 23 and just did ecstasy for the first time.
So fine. Let me please put it to you this way. Priority lowest level is that I don't want to get involved in fellation. But the highest level of priority is that this piece of shit finally has understood that he is not wanted in my life.
And you would no longer
and
fellation.
I want the pat, and I'm implying that it might be a good idea to ask for a pat on the back, given that. Nothing more, nothing less.
So you want a pat on the
what's your
back
stance?
for no longer fellating him?
Oh, okay. That makes
Or
sense.
not being
That makes
involved
sense.
with him, whatever the hell he wants. If
So
it's
fellation, yeah.
Yeah. Because you're saying, okay, I like what you're saying. I get it. You want a pat on the back? I got a pat, post-fellation, pat on the back. Like a good job.
Fine.
Okay. I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a little bit more. It's very important that I
Kind
add
of like
this.
burping you.
I had spent an extensive amount of time thinking about it. Do you guys understand that there are these types of people that are basically they
Expert
play with your
fellatious.
mind.
Yeah, expert
Yes, of course.
fellatious.
Okay, if you want to look at it that way. He kept thinking, we're still friends, you know, okay, I'll give you a small amount of money, I'll give you 2 here and there, whatever.
Yeah,
whatever.
we'll fellate here and there.
Yeah.
I made it clear to him, I want nothing to do with you. Get out of my sight. Get lost.
Because-
so I won. You know what I mean?
You
Because
did win.
in the past, he did the fellating while you just stood there.
And you never got a pat on the back from anyone else because you never told anyone else that you told him it ends here today, sir.
Fine. I'll concede that your choice of words is different from mine, but fine. Okay? I'll admit that's
So
not
just say, there was
no need to
I
go
wanted
into
to get
so many
out of
levels
my life because I no
Because he
longer
was a
wanted.
pain in the
I
neck.
no longer wanted to fellate with him or for him, or vice versa.
I don't
That's
need
what
the
you're
word
saying.
because in the sense. I didn't want to have anything to do with him.
So you don't want to fellate him.
No.
There's no way that I can get you to not use that word. Any
But
kind
it's
of
a very
business
important
contact.
word. It's a very broad word. You can use it for many
Okay.
things.
It's just he
Is there
doesn't.
any reason it doesn't appear on Google, by the way? I looked it up. I looked it up on Google. There's the word fallacious, but that's an entirely different word.
That's an entirely different
Yeah,
word.
I don't know why is it that word doesn't exist on Google.
Might have a filter on.
Anyways, whatever. I'm just saying. So at the end of the
Yeah,
day,
like a child filter.
Yeah.
yes. Anyways, I've made my point, and if you guys want to pat me on the back, that's great. If you don't,
I'll
Oh,
pat you
okay.
on the back post fellation
You know
right
what?
now, bro.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'll pat you on the back for no longer fellating a man that was abusing you.
Yes, that. Congratulations.
Congratulations. You know what?
Congratulations, Adam.
You're a strong, independent woman.
Yeah.
I think next we're gonna get you on King Thong along these beautiful ladies over
No,
here.
we're looking at hot Miami styles right now.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't notice the writing in the back.
That's all I noticed.
Oh, that's wait, what?
let me ask you a completely neutral
So look,
demeanor.
Adam,
Yes?
hold on to close this.
Yes.
I will gladly pat you on the back for no longer fellating a man that was abusing you. Are you proud of yourself
Being
for no longer
associated with a man who
fellating?
was fellating, period.
Fellating, and are you proud of yourself for no longer fellating a man that was abusing you?
Yeah, of course. That's what he said. He wanted a pat on the back for that.
I thought we agreed he's the one who's doing the fellating.
Okay, we
Yeah,
didn't
but
know.
you also did when you
You did
stand
some.
around like that. You do
You did
part
some
fellation.
In very layman's terms, if you're participating,
In
if
fellation.
you are involved with someone who's doing something and you don't know what the hell he's doing,
But wait,
back to
hold
that
on.
you
example
were-
of the
you-
mom and that animal shelter.
So you were
If the
fellating.
mom at the animal shelter was fellating the animals, it would be a problem.
Yeah.
And you asked me a question, what would you do in a situation like that?
Yeah.
You would have to have a lawyer that has very extensive legal training and
this fucking idiot,
convince
bro.
a judge Adam knew nothing about the
The
bomb.
fellation. Yeah.
Okay? So
So you're proud of yourself for not doing any fellating with this man.
No longer.
No longer for no longer.
He will
doing-
no longer get tricked.
Yeah. You'll no
how
longer
about
get
the-
tricked
thank
into
you, to
fellating
becoming a party indirectly.
and to fellate this man. You will no longer get tricked into fellating.
No, he doesn't even talk to him anymore.
for this man.
Yes, exactly.
Perfect. Okay.
Exactly.
So that I can give you
He
a pat on
can't
the back.
convince you to
10 minutes
fellate.
later, that's all I
But
wanted to mention.
what he wants,
you
what he's
know?
trying to confirm him to you right now is that there's nothing he could tell you that will get you to be tricked into fellating with him again.
Anything. Fellating, having a talk, going for nothing.
Ice cream. Good.
Zero contact, okay?
Good. No contact.
Good, we're proud of you.
If there's no contact, there's no fellation.
Exactly. We're proud of you, Adam. You've come a long way.
Oh, yeah, let me bring it to
Yeah,
you.
we're gonna do the list.
Bring it to me, baby.
Yeah. Just don't fellate him, man. We have cameras, eh? You can't fellate him. There's proof.
This week's top 5.5 Places where one meets people and who subsequently becomes their friends.
Can you repeat that, please? I almost had a brain aneurysm.
This week's top 5.5 places where one meets people and who subsequently becomes their friends.
Please say what's in brackets. It's not really someone.
Replace one with I.
That's what happened to me.
This is real life right now. I'm living this.
Wait,
Exactly.
so hold on. Restart that sentence.
I'm giving a random
Places
of places
where one meets
Where
people, where I meet people and who subsequently become my friends.
I didn't want to scratch out anything, so at the end I put brackets, replace one.
That's how
with I.
sentences work.
Interesting.
Number 5, shocking, the Montreal Casino. When you go there often enough, you are bound at some point to see at least some of the same people.
Pretty self-explanatory, right?
Especially the Asians.
Yeah.
How do you tell them apart?
I don't pay attention.
He just assumes he knows all of them.
He walks up to a random Asian old man. Hey, John, how you been? And he goes, what the hell? I don't know you.
How do you know my name is Joe?
I don't know. You bring me bad luck. You bring me bad luck. Read.
You know, guys, I want to. This is the third time I'm saying this, but there's a very valid reason why I'm saying this. I'm coming forward. You know that I have no idea how much information you guys have on the general principles behind whether or not you're an addicted gambler. Do you guys have any knowledge about that?
Nothing about your recent behavior or stories would give that away.
I went to a Gamblers Anonymous session.
No way.
Are you guys aware of the idea that you have a sponsor?
So hold on. Question.
I am, but also it's supposed to be anonymous.
When yeah, that too.
I didn't say which meeting I went to.
When did you go? When did you go?
7 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but let me make a point.
How's that going for you?
There's two parts. I wanted to know if you guys are aware. If you are a serious gambler and you find yourself, oh no, I'm at the bar again and I'm playing, they get a sponsor for you. And that sponsor's job is to make sure you want to play, call me and I will make it my business to make sure you don't play, gamble. Are you guys aware of that?
What do they do? Do they fillet you so you don't gamble, or
It's a 12-step procedure. I only went to, I don't know.
12-step procedure? That's a lot of fillet.
I went to about 5 or 10 meetings.
That's a lot of steps to get to a fillet.
Let me get to my point, please, okay? They ask you questions like, have you ever had to lie about the amount of money you had? Have you ever had to take money that you were normally supposed to spend on your bills and gamble with it? You know, have you ever gone home broke? You know, shit like that. Have you ever lie about your gambling habits?
I've gone home broke many times and
Broke all the time.
haven't gambled.
In fact, I'm a broken man.
I'm being serious. There's a total of 10 questions they ask you. If you answer yes to 10 of them, you're a serious
Seems a
gambler.
little romantic if you
What
ask
if you
me.
answer yes to 9 of them?
I'm about to give you the answer. I answer yes to about 3, so that makes me a low-level, mild
Criminal.
level gamble.
You are
Gambling,
low
I think.
level.
So you're a low-level fillacier.
Hi,
and my big
my name
mouth.
is Adam. I'm a low-level gambler who fallacious strangers, and they're gonna be like, "Can you stop?" I can.
But you have to ask nicely.
I won't.
So
For the casino. Now you're gonna be shocked.
Oh God.
Number 4, Playground Poker Club. When I go to customer service, I sometimes see familiar faces who also require customer service, you know, regarding draws for prizes and so forth.
They have a lot of prizes at Playground.
I will say, not only is that very wordy,
Yeah.
the familiar face you're talking about are the employees.
Yes.
They work there.
The customer service people, yes.
Yeah.
But you made it seem. Hold on. You made it seem like it was other customers that were going there.
Pantelis figured it out, so.
Yeah, he wrote it. He goes to customer service and meets the. But you're not making friends. It's, if you go somewhere where you know the guy's working, of course he's going to be there.
Huh.
Let me explain.
You can't show up at some place that the guy works at and be like, "Ha, fancy seeing you here."
There's one worker who actually, I
crazy.
asked her, there's one worker who
That's
works
fucking
there.
crazy, bro.
You know, you see the same person over and over, right? There's
if
one
you keep
worker-
going to where they work, yeah.
Hold on. There's one worker who worked there, and I remember telling her, have you ever gone to the casino? And she says, I'm not a gambler. And I said, keep it that way.
Fucking guy knows how to
What?
riz.
What?
There is a woman who works at Playground.
Uh-huh.
And we were, you know, obviously, you
Only
there's
one.
nothing wrong with engaging in a jovial conversation if you've seen her.
With a
few
woman that
times.
you find attractive?
Nothing to do with that.
Oh, yeah.
But-
She says,
you do
and
find
I
her
asked her,
attractive.
are you a gambler? She sometimes asks me, so Adam, how did you do today? I say, oh, I made 100, whatever.
How old is
you
this
know.
lady?
Mid-20s.
He likes him young.
Yeah.
Anyways.
He likes
so,
it.
We know his type.
Yeah. Anyways.
Mid-20s.
so-
Do you like how he specified on the mid-20s?
I never asked her.
I
her
think
age,
she's
but-
lower 20s.
23, baby
We
boy.
got Leonardo DiCaprio in studio.
Leo Retardo.
Can you describe this woman for us? Not too much though, because we want her to remain anonymous.
Exactly. Okay.
How large are her
All
breasts?
Right. She's Greek, by the way.
She's Greek.
She's Greek.
Serious.
Oh, you just want to introduce problems into your life.
I didn't know this, but the person, when they saw her name tag, the person who I was with was Greek, and she said she's Greek. I didn't even know. I didn't know that. The first time I'd met her, the first, second, third, whatever time, and then I brought this guy, she says, that woman's Greek. Hey, good for him for pointing it out, but I didn't know. You can tell from the name, okay? And
How does
nothing
he?
more to say.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
Okay. You know how some people say there's a theory that our thoughts aren't our own. We take them from like a pool. They're passing. Thoughts are their own entity.
Yeah,
Have you
someone
heard it?
pissed in his pool. I think a bunch of. I'm gonna be honest right now. His pool is a public swimming pool, and there's 9 Sri Lankans shitting in it right now.
Because I'm curious where he grabs his thoughts from. Like, what the fuck, dude?
What part do you not understand? I didn't know who the woman was. I knew her name.
Holy shit, dude, this is not real
I knew
life.
where that bitch worked, so I show up there. I go, "Hey,
I come with a guy who happens
fancy
to be
seeing
Greek,
you here."
and he
Okay.
says, "By the way, you're Greek."
Okay. You know what? We're gonna
wow.
look at the TV, and as soon as you see a woman that resembles her, you're gonna point her out. Okay?
Does she look like her? This one.
No, too dark. This
This
one.
one's pretty.
Yeah. Was she? What color is her hair?
brown, I think.
Light brown or dark brown? These are very important.
Medium brown.
Okay.
What the fuck is medium brown,
Neither.
bro? Is she getting cooked, bro? What are you talking about? Medium brown, medium rare. What are you saying, bro?
So it's brown, but it's a little light. It's not dark.
Yeah. So where's the lighter side?
Light brown.
So like dirty blonde almost.
Okay, there's no such thing as a pure brown. Like, not dark.
No such thing as a pure brown. You take that back.
I'm asking.
Before
Just
I
a-
call,
just a
before-
billion of 'em.
Before I call half of India. Okay, I have them on speed dial. They call me from 83 different numbers. Okay, so you better watch your
A
mouth.
pure brown just asked me this morning if I know that my social insurance number expired.
There's no such thing as a pure brown. Did she look? Were her breasts that size?
Her skin color.
You don't pay. Shut the fuck up, you lying piece of shit.
She has abs.
You don't pay attention if how the size of her breasts. Are
Oh,
you
no,
a man or
hold
not?
on,
you know
hold on.
what?
Stop. Poseidon. They're dressed in uniform. You can't tell.
Thank you.
Oh, I could tell. Uniform, no uniform, bro. I got X-ray vision.
You guys
She's,
are distracted.
She's Colombian.
Number 3, bars. You have to be careful which bars. Some are for homos. But once again,
There's no way you
if
wrote that.
you
I
set
didn't
foot
write
in
that.
the same establishment, I think you meant establishment,
I thought that's what I
you
wrote.
may get to lose some familiar faces.
Meet some familiar faces.
All right, that's not what you said. You may get to see some familiar faces. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
So you said so basically.
Why'd you specify not a gay bar?
Yeah.
Why did I?
Because you
Why
could.
did I not?
Why
No,
did you? Because
why
you
did
could.
you-
You
yeah.
could make friends at a gay bar. You don't have
Yeah,
to bang
exactly.
everyone you meet.
I kept it broad.
You don't have to fillet each other.
Bars.
You kept
Any
the bra. I
bars.
needed broads.
But yeah. So why do you have to avoid the gay bars? Why do you avoid them?
You
I
don't even
have
care.
no idea what this guy's talking about. I was talking about bars in general.
But you wrote
He
it.
brought
You
up-
wrote it. No, you wrote
you
it.
wrote
I
it.
did not write the word gay there.
Yeah, you did.
You did.
Let me see it.
Poseidon, come verify. Clearly did. Was that a Freudian slip? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Anyways, I
it's
guess it was
weird.
just.
No sense.
But that's
I
what I'm
was
saying.
talking
'Cause-
about bars in general.
okay, so that's what I'm saying. So you don't mind going to a gay bar?
It's not something I'm comfortable with.
I know you're not because you
I'm not
wrote
a gay
it.
person.
I know because you
Yeah.
wrote it.
Okay,
That's fine.
there
What
must
I'm
be a
telling
word
you,
that I-
here's what I'm telling you is obviously you're not comfortable because that's why it came out. But what I'm saying is, if you're just going to make friends and not date, you could go to a gay bar. They're super friendly. They buy you drinks. They're nice. They sing. They dance.
Yeah.
Let me put it this way: if you've never been in a given environment, then you don't know.
You're a little
so you'd
nervous.
rather.
Yeah, okay. You know what? That's fair. It's a fair
But
assessment.
anyways, you get my point. A
Yeah.
place where I met people, bars.
Would you get
Yeah.
angry if you ever walked into a gay bar? Would you be like, oh, these
Why would
fucking
I?
gays?
Would it
If
make
it's on, okay, wait. If I didn't know,
you'd get mad at them because you
Yeah.
didn't know that it was their bar? Like he takes that on the gay guys. I didn't fucking know this was a gay bar. They're like, it's literally called Cox.
I don't know why, but you remember the episode with the Sopranos where they find what was his name, the fat guy?
Yeah, that with leather.
Yeah, with leather at the gay bar. Like, what the they have the whole thing. I expect one day for us to, I don't know, we have to go somewhere. You have a show at a gay bar, coincidentally, and we show up and he's wearing full on leather outfit like a gimp suit.
That'll be funny, but I don't think he has it in him.
No, but it would be a funny scenario.
Number 2, on the night bus. I once befriended a guy I saw on the night bus, and then when I saw the same guy again the next day, that's what happened. The deer.
The deal. That's the deal. Like that's how he became my friend because I saw the same guy on the night bus. True story.
But you don't want to go to gay bars. Okay.
Okay, guys.
For a guy that doesn't like gay bars, you do a lot of gay shit. Just saying.
Okay, you know what? So that this conversation is not centered around me. Has it ever happened to anyone here that you met the same person on the bus more than once?
Oh, fuck
I haven't taken the bus
bro.
in 15 years.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fuck me, bro. This is the greatest. I understand why people love
Gets
his
greater
version
and
of the
greater
top
every
5.5. Oh, fuck me, bro. Not literally. Fuck.
You haven't taken the bus in 15 years either?
No.
Oh.
I stay away from homosexual activity.
The night bus, yeah. Number 1, at the gym. It's been a while, but the bottom line is that I say the truth.
What?
I had to come up.
Hold on. Shut the fuck up.
This list
Okay.
makes zero sense.
Can you please repeat the fucking sentence?
Number 1, at the gym. It's been a while, but the bottom line is that I say the truth.
The truth being places that I meet people. I haven't been in a gym in a while, so I'm just.
But all the other
sentence
list
doesn't-
items is like you describe them under. But this one,
I ran
you
out of
said the
items.
gym, and then you
I ran
just
out of
said I'd
items.
say the truth. This is severe mental illness.
I ran out of items, so I had to think of something.
I know,
that
but
came
you
to
had the
mind.
item, but every other item you described the item.
There was nothing
This
to
one-
describe. That's why I said I got to tell the truth. It's been a while since I've been in the gym and met someone.
Why
but
haven't you been? Oh,
You're great at conversation.
you've met people at the gym. Who have you met? Have you met the dudes? Did they offer you to fellate? Have you used the sauna?
No,
You haven't used the sauna.
no.
Oh, I forgot to.
It is funny though that you're doing a lot of gay shit. Adam, the half. Just for Laughs comedy show with Guido at Place des Arts at a bar once acts were finished. Your ability to build and destroy a sentence is fascinating.
What I was trying to say is that there's a place where they invite, the after hours part of the building.
You're saying where I took you after?
Yes. It's true. Sometimes I have trouble expressing myself, but you got my point.
This is lunatic.
Build and destroy.
Wow. Like I don't have a lot of brain cells left, and I feel like half of them just went. I'm down to 1. I'm down to 1 P.
Let's be careful not to make it 0.
It's crazy.
I'm gonna strangle him. You're right. He's very strangleable.
Yeah.
I don't understand how he hasn't been strangled yet. You know why? You know why I think he hasn't been strangled yet? I have a theory. Is because people want to strangle him, but then they realize
He's unkillable.
they can use him and take advantage of him. So to fellate, and they end up doing that. They end up.
But at the end of the day,
fellation him.
your fellation has saved your life.
Yeah. Fellation,
You getting
yeah.
fellated by strangers has saved your life.
Yeah, and you fellating them as well has saved your life.
Except for the time he got caught and then he got in trouble and he had house arrest.
Yeah, that's a different story. But at least you weren't strangled.
The only thing I can say is that I could never imagine a person putting together that series of words. Okay.
That's the series of
Oh,
words.
what do you want me to say?
excuse me, fucking Aristotle, with what you cooked up on that piece of paper. Excuse me, bro. You can't picture yourself us. I have no more. I have no more in the gas tank, bro.
Guys, let me ask you an interesting question. Are there any comics out there that resemble me that are like really just not? They don't have standard logic that you and I that the people
Just
in this room
say
have.
you want to do stand up. You want to try stand up?
Absolutely not.
You want to try some sit down?
Hey. I mean, you're halfway there. You're sitting down talking into this mic. What if you just stood up and spoken to him?
I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet ain't so far down.
And Adam doing...
If we had Guido here right now, me and him would sing our duets.
Oh, yeah. You know what song I was really into? The past few days? Total Eclipse of the Heart.
By Money Tyler, yeah.
Turn around every now and then I get a little...
It's such a good song.
Turn around.
They play it at Playground a lot, by the way.
Yeah, no, people are asking you to turn around. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, they're telling you to turn around and leave before you ruin your life.
Tourne around.
I remember that French version.
Disgusting.
Guys, I'll tell you what. Let's see if we can rewind maybe a year, whatever. The time that Guido brought me in as a guest.
Yes.
I wonder, I can't read Guido's mind and I never asked him this question. I wonder what was the reason that he was so, I won't say fixated, but it was a big thing for him to try and convince me to come on the show. I had never been on a podcast before. I had never been on a radio show. Guido says, this guy Adam is going to be perfect for our show. I wonder what his reasoning was.
Because he's a big fan of radio and podcasts, and he knew that you throw in a combustible fellation element such as yourself would make for good radio.
And I think a part of himself wanted to feel better about himself also.
Yeah, he ended up making all of us feel worse, though.
Anyway, you know what? I was also thinking about it earlier today. I wonder if you guys were let's parallel this exact same episode, and let's say you were a Shom FM host and you brought me on. I don't know what kind of reviews you would get from the public. They would think this show is nuts. Do you know what I mean?
But it is.
It is nuts.
It is nuts.
Yeah. Well, anyway. What can I say? Just.
Well, I guess I made an excellent point.
At the beginning, when I first started,
I'm gonna go kill myself now.
When I first started, I guess you could say as a guest on the show, I remember I was like, "This is nothing like Shom FM," but I understand.
I love
That's what
that was
kayfabe
his
is.
barometer. This is nothing like shit radio. This is nothing like, whoa, it's 9:07 in the morning. We're going to play the same song we played 50 times today.
Like Stairway
the
to
weather
Heaven.
outside is 24 degrees. You probably would have known that because you all have cell phones and eyes. Whoa. Coming back at you after these messages.
You know, I blocked half of what you said out just
Hi
because
guys,
of the voice.
did you know that if your tires aren't tiring, you can come over to Tony's Tires and we'll tire your tires? Tony's Tires, proud sponsor of this shitty program.
Do you remember, did you ever watch YTV?
Yeah, of course.
Do you remember one of the hosts? She was a chick. She had that squeaky voice.
No.
She was skinny, petite.
No,
No, you don't remember? You
No.
know, you don't know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're talking because I watched it before you, so you have
yeah.
different casts.
When I was growing up, I had the host of YTV. It was this. Every time I hear a radio voice like that, it reminds me of her voice.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the
Exactly.
Beat 92.5.
And
None of us could make it on our own on the internet, because if people have a choice, they're not going to choose us. So welcome to the show.
shit. So every
I
time
cut that clip. That was a direct quote.
yeah, 100%. I believe it. And yeah, every time you do that radio voice, it reminds me of her.
Yeah.
Because it used to annoy me so much. But the thing is, I always feel bad saying this for the host. She was a good host, and that was her natural voice. Like, she wasn't faking it. You
5
know?
minutes past the hour. Let me tell you guys something.
I'd like to
Last night, you're not going to believe this, but my wife told me, hey, silly, are we going to bake potatoes tomorrow? And I had to remind her, we don't have any. Oh, it was great.
way.
It was. I'm a wacky guy. I live a wacky alternative lifestyle.
For some reason, I picture Adam in a car stuck in traffic listening to this going,
All right, and more of this amazing content right after we finish this song by Creed.
I have a serious question to ask, and you guys know what
Oh,
the radio
fuck,
industry
here it comes.
environment's like. If Shom FM, right, let's say that they deviate from what they're supposed to do, does that mean that they're going to get a warning letter from the CRTC you are not to?
Look at this fag! That was Nickelback!
ah, it's good. good. That's a good one. I like that one.
That was Nickelback right here on Show 97.
That's literally how they talk. You could play a parody of a radio
I know,
host.
I love it.
Oh,
Would you
fuck.
care to answer my question, please?
What's your question?
I know that radio stations, the commercial ones like that, have rules.
Yeah.
If they go on there and totally like just act inappropriately, are they going to get a letter from the CRTC saying
You can get a letter, maybe a fine, depending on what they say.
Okay.
That's why they can't express their actual thoughts.
How much do they?
I don't even think you can swear on the radio.
Yeah, how much do they get
Yeah,
fined for the
fucking
word
can't.
fuck?
It depends how many times you say it, and depends how much they want to. It's all to discretion.
There was there was a TV show, but this was in the States. Remember where Mark Cuban was? He was on.
That's not
a show.
CRT.
No, I know it's not CRTC, but it's similar rules. Where he said he swore he said the word fuck, and then the lady's like, "Oh my god, you're gonna get fined $20,000." Yeah, he's like, "Fuck it," and then you
Just said again, yeah.
Because that's a lot of money, bro, just for saying fuck. That's crazy.
Yeah, so you're gonna hold on. You're gonna fine me for my expressing myself, like freedom of speech. Get the fuck out of here.
Not just expressing. I feel like now,
I'm allowed. I made a sound with my mouth. I'm not paying your stupid goofy dollars.
especially now in the age of AI and everything and all this shit, and that people realize that all these radio shows and all this shit, it was all fake and everything.
They don't realize it.
A lot of people have realized. That's
Or
why
they think it's real.
No, a lot of people. That's why a lot of people moved on to podcasts. They want real media. They want real people.
I
You know
thought
what
that
I mean?
the producer would blot that word out. Right? If you ever heard of it.
Whoa, Adam! I'll get back to you in a second, but we got Neon News. I lost my virginity to this track. Yeah. 6 bikers beat the shit out of me and raped me.
These bikers.
Good song.
Yeah, it brings back horrifying memories, but yeah, I'm glad you like it.
You know what I noticed about closeted gay dudes?
Why are we going back to that?
This is a bit I'm working out in my head. I noticed that they either increasingly transform into French dudes or they turn into bikers. Have you noticed that?
No, I haven't.
No?
No. And with that, intellectuals out.